Single stab wound to the chest.
Right. Do we know who he is?
No phone or wallet. Probably stolen.
Or dumped.
A teenage girl was stabbed in a stairwell not far from here a few days ago. Thought to be gang-related.
Other family torn apart.
All right, girls. Did any of you see what happened here?
Going by the lack of blood at the scene, the boy was killed elsewhere and his body dumped.
Any proof of ID?
Fingerprints have been submitted, but he's not on the system. Nothing coming up from missing persons either.
Where's Billy?
I sent her to talk to Shanice Williamson. She was stabbed on Friday, not far from where our victim was found this morning. She had multiple injuries. Luckily, her mum found her and took her to A&E.
I thought this morning's victim died from a single stab wound. Didn't you just say he was killed somewhere else?
Yeah?
You sure Billy's not wasting her time?
Can I come in? Hi, Shanice. I'm Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. You okay to chat? Thanks. A young Asian guy has been found dead, close to where you were attacked. Can I show you a photo of him from the crime scene? Do you recognize him?
No.
Take your time. This guy must have family or mates out there wondering where he is. What if your mum didn't know what had happened to you? I just need a name. No one has to know it came from you. What's the problem? Is he in a gang? Who is he then?
His name's Jay Patel. He's a doctor.
Thanks, Shanice. That's really helpful.
Mr. Patel.
Yes?
Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole, Detective Constable Rob Brady.
What is it?
Can we come in?
Why?
We're very sorry to inform you that we found a body. We've reason to believe that it may be your son, Jupesh.
Why were you attacked? Are you in a gang? Is that it?
Don't ask me that. You can't ask me that.
So you are then?
I was trying to get out. This was my punishment.
Was Jay Patel's murder anything to do with the gang?
Jay went in no gang. He just thought he was a cut above. Somebody must have had enough.
Mr. Patel, can you tell us if Jupesh was in a relationship?
I
I don't think so. He was too busy with his studies. He's, was a medical student.
Did Japesh come home last night?
I'm not sure. He does his own thing.
Was he off and away overnight?
Not really. Not recently. He liked to come home to check on his mum. She had a serious stroke a month ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Where is she now?
At the rehab clinic. It needs to be me who tells her. Sorry. Japesh was our whole world.
Do you have a daughter, too?
Yes. She's at school. I've been trying so hard to get us away from here.
Why's that?
With the gangs. Always fighting. And girls now, too. It was one of them who caused Vanita to have a stroke.
What happened?
It was some sort of confrontation, and Vanita fell. The police did what they could, but no one would speak up.
I'm sorry.
I told Vanita over and over to ignore the girls. She couldn't help herself. Always had to right her wrong. Just like Japesh.
Vanita Patel worked as a midwife, and she was also an active member of the local temple.
If she was assaulted by a gang, why wasn't the case pursued?
According to the team dealing with it, there were no witnesses, no clear victims' accounts. There wasn't enough evidence.
Maybe Japesh took matters into his own hands.
Got himself stabbed for his troubles.
Oh, good work, Billy. That ID checked out.
What else did this girl tell you? Was Japesh in a gang?
Shanice Williamson is sure that he wasn't.
So no obvious connection to her stabbing, then?
Well, no, not yet.
We've got the call data from Japesh Patel's missing phone. He last used it at 7:36 p.m. last night. Rang a number that he called every day, an Ella Baker.
Hi.
Hi.
You're not what I was expecting. Way more handsome.
I'm Detective Constable Rob Brady. Are you Ella Baker?
Yeah.
I need to speak to you about Japesh Patel.
What about him?
Can we talk inside?
No, not right now. It's not really convenient. Is Jay all right?
I'm sorry to tell you that his body's been found. He's been murdered. So, how long had you been together?
A few months.
How did you meet?
At uni, a coffee queue in the library cafe.
You're studying medicine too?
Microbiology.
When did you last see Japesh?
Yesterday morning. I was meant to come over last night, but he called to say he needed to go home to help with his mum.
And how did he seem?
Stressed. He failed neuroanatomy, so he had a resit next week.
Did Jay's family know about you?
He didn't want the hassle of telling them he was dating someone white.
And how did that make you feel?
It's cool with me. I'm not really a meet the parents kind of girl.
I went through Jay's social media. Looks like him and Ella Baker were pretty loved up.
I got the impression she was seeing other guys.
How do you mean?
When I went round there, it was as if she was expecting a blind date, maybe through an app or something.
He's with another girl here. Looks like they were teenagers. Have I seen her before?
Yeah, you have. She's the girl that was staring us out earlier at the crime scene.
This is my daughter, Amina.
We're so sorry to hear about your brother.
Is it okay if I show you both a photo of Japesh? We need to identify the other person in the picture.
Her name's Rosa Dunbar.
Looks like she and Japesh were together.
Well, it didn't last long. Japesh was too smart for her.
Rosa. Yeah, she was arguing with Jay outside yesterday.
Outside where?
Here. Did she stab Jay?
It's too early to say.
Do you know this girl?
I'm not sure.
Her name's Shanice. She was attacked a few days ago.
I heard about it, but I don't know her. Not really.
Are you okay, Mr. Patel?
These girls, I don't want any more trouble. I feel so powerless.
Well, there is one way you can help. Give a statement to the media. Help us generate some interest in the case.
Japesh was a clever, kind, loving son and brother. His dream was to be a doctor. He had his whole life ahead of him.
If you know what happened to Japesh, or if you have any information that could help, please come forward. Please help us bring those who've done this to justice.
You can contact the incident room on 0207 946 0999.
A message from the pathologist. Japesh Patel and Shanice Williamson were stabbed with the same steel serrated blade, so the cases could be linked.
Just a small matter of finding the knife to prove it.
Well done. No, that must have been really hard for you.
And well done you.
Dad, is it okay if I go see my friend Shreya?
Don't be too long.
Sarge, I'll head over and see Shanice now.
It's his fault! It's his fault that Jay's dead!
All right.
You make me sick!
What's this about?
She's upset I stopped Japesh from seeing her.
You told us you didn't know about her girlfriend.
I was ashamed.
He would have stayed with me last night. He'd still be alive now if you hadn't made him sneak around.
That's enough.
Tell them what you're really like.
What does that mean?
Get her to leave us alone.
Yeah, go home, Ella. I'll give you a call later, all right?
Do you need a lift?
Oh,
So why are you going to see Shanice?
So Sarge reckons she and Jay were stabbed with the same kind of knife. Amina, I thought you didn't know Shanice.
I asked around the estate. I wondered if her stabbing might have something to do with what happened to Jay.
Let's leave the questions to us, yeah?
I thought Shanice might talk to me more than you.
If you have any other thoughts or you want to chat anything through, give me a call, all right? It seems you and Jay were stabbed with the same type of blade.
So?
So it's likely that the person who stabbed you also killed Jay. Tell me who that is. I know his sister's just been to see you. That family are in bits.
It was Rosa.
Rosa who?
Rosa Dunbar. If she finds out I told you, I'm dead.
I took a look at CCTV of the area where Shanice Williamson was attacked last week. This is 20 minutes before the attack took place. I reckon that girl is Rosa Dunbar.
Will Shanice Williamson give us a statement naming Rosa Dunbar as her attacker?
Unfortunately not.
Right, bring in Rosa for the GBH on Shanice and search her home for the blade.
Yes, boss.
Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Rosa Dunbar, I'm arresting you on suspicion of causing grievous bodily harm to Shanice Williams.
You what?
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Come on now, girls, back off.
Oi, oi, come. I won't be long, ladies. I should get me one of those. Bodyguard.
These images were taken 20 minutes before the attack on Shanice Williamson.
Could you look at them, please, Rosa? Is this you heading out of the lift with Shanice Williamson?
No comment.
This image shows the same group of young women heading back into the lift, but without Shanice. Because at that time, Shanice Williamson was lying bleeding in a stairwell.
Well, if it's not you, where were you between 5 and 6 that evening?
No comment.
You know, right now our officers are searching your home. If the knife that was used to attack Shanice is there, we'll find it.
We should be out there getting justice for Jay. You know, someone who actually died.
Funny you mentioned Japesh Patel, because we believe the injuries suffered by both Shanice and Jay were inflicted with the same type of blade.
Nah, you ain't pinning that on me, no way, man.
You've been questioned on the attack on Shanice.
I love Jay. He was like my first boyfriend. We were good together, proper good. His dad broke us up.
Just tell us where you were at the time Shanice Williamson was attacked.
Shanice ain't some sweet little saint, you know. She was the one that had a go at Jay's mum. She was the one that caused her stroke. I'd never hurt Vanita, never. She was like a mum to me.
But you hurt Shanice Williamson, didn't you? What was it? Revenge?
Oh, enough, yeah. I ain't putting up with this no more. You get me charged, or you let me go.
There was no sign of a knife at Rosa Dunbar's flat, so we've had to bail her. She did say one interesting thing, though. She claimed it was Shanice who caused Vanita Patel's stroke.
Has Mrs. Patel been interviewed yet?
Our specialist couldn't get much out of her. Her speech is poor. No, Billy's gone to speak to the daughter, Meena Patel.
Why?
She witnessed an argument between our victim, Japesh Patel, and Rosa Dunbar, and I want to know what that's about.
sir.
What do you want? What are you playing at?
It's your blade.
Are you serious?
Control from Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Backup required. Battle Cross Shopping Precinct. Suspects have a knife.
Billy, you stay well clear. You don't go it alone. Let's go.
It's Billy. She needs back.
Why'd you bring that to me now?
I can't keep it anymore.
You want to mess with me, do you? Give it over then.
Look, I don't want any trouble. I just want to go home.
You ain't going nowhere.
Rosa, stop your
I said shut it!
Down there.
I had to use my aspirin knife. It's over there. It has a serrated blade, just like the one used on Shanice and Jay.
Rosa Dunbar, I'm arresting you for affray, the possession of an offensive weapon, and on suspicion of the murder of Japesh Patel. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention...
Vivian gave you clear instructions to wait.
I know, I'm sorry, sir. I thought Rosa was going to stab Amina and I couldn't let it happen.
I understand. You were stabbed yourself, but you'd be no use to me dead. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
In future, please, follow orders.
Amina, why did you go to the precinct today?
To give the knife back.
This one?
Yeah. Rosa gave it to me this morning.
What for?
She said it was used to attack Shanice. And if I didn't hide it, she'd come after me too. But then with you being at our place, I got worried and wanted her to take it back.
We looked at Rosa Dunbar's phone. We know she called you last night.
Why didn't you tell us?
Because I'm scared of her. And she's always hassling me and getting me to do stuff.
Like what?
Deliver packages. Hide things.
Like the knife?
Yeah.
Why'd you go along with it?
The girls care about me. We look out for each other.
After what they did to your mother?
What did they do?
Shanice pushed her over.
You were there?
Mina.
Is that why Shanice got stabbed?
Rosa said they did Shanice for me, and now I had to do my bit. That's why I had to hide the knife.
We know from the lack of blood in the bin and on the carpet he was wrapped in, Jay was murdered somewhere else and his body was dumped. So how did he get there? Watch the blue Citroen. He circles the area and then comes in the west entrance, heads straight towards the bins.
Can we read the number plate?
Not from this angle.
Could the driver be Rosa Dunbar?
Maybe. How's Rosa doing?
She's okay. She's back from the hospital. The FME passed her fit for interview.
Billy, while Vivian and Rob talk to Rosa, why don't you check what vehicles are registered to her home address? And if any blue cars of that model have been reported stolen.
On it.
I'm in agony here.
The doctor told us your forearm's badly bruised and nothing's broken.
No thanks to your mate. She's a psycho.
We know from your phone records that you called Amina Patel late last night. Why was that?
I was checking on her mum. I do most nights. Vanita was good to me.
We understand that you had a row with Jupesh Patel yesterday.
Whoever told you that is a liar.
Jay's body was transported to the bin area of the flats last night. Is this you driving in the neighboring street?
I can't even drive.
Your mum says you didn't come home at all last night. Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I never killed Jay.
Look, the knife you had at the precinct is being examined right now. If it was used to attack Jay or Shanice, we'll find out.
Okay. The thing with me and Shanice, we got into this fight, yeah? She starts pushing and shoving like she always does. I threatened her with a knife, but she kept coming at me and got slashed. I didn't mean to cut her, but she deserved it. Disrespecting Vanita like that, pushing him down them steps in front of her own daughter.
Rosa, you have just admitted to assaulting Shanice Williamson. I must further caution you for that offense. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention one question, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
I never touched Jay. I told you.
So where were you last night?
I don't want this coming back on him.
Who?
My dad. My mum's got a restraining order on him. I'm not meant to see him, but I do.
Rosa Dunbar has just admitted to stabbing Shanice Williamson.
Great news. Just a shame that's not our case.
Rosa flatly denies killing Jupesh and she's got an alibi. We've spoken to her dad and she was with him at the time of the murder.
She also said that Amina was there when Shanice Williamson pushed her mother down the steps and when Rosa Dunbar stabbed Shanice.
Poor kid.
You've had a lot to deal with.
It's my own fault. My mum saw me with Rosa, Shanice and the others. She had a go at me. Told me to come home. Shanice pushed her down the steps. And when Mum didn't get up, they all ran off.
And what did you do?
I asked someone to call 999. I did first aid, airway, breathing, circulation. When the ambulance came, I didn't hang around.
You probably saved your mum's life.
She's not the same.
Can I take Amina home now?
Of course. I'll get someone to drive you.
Wasn't like any student flat I've ever lived in. That's why I thought it was worth looking into her.
Yeah, interesting.
Plus, when I went round there, the way she greeted me.
You better call her in for a chat.
This is Detective Constable Fitzgerald.
We found your website.
I'm in so much debt. Uni fees, living in London. I tried waitressing and bar work, but the truth is I can make more in one night with a punter than I can in a whole month pouring pints.
Did Jay know?
No. I'm just trying to stop for him.
What was all that about at the Patels earlier? Was Divnesh a client?
No. Sort of. Last night, some guy made a booking, but when he turned up, all he did was stare at me and then he fled. Nothing happened. I didn't care. I always make the new ones pay in advance. And then I saw the news this morning. I had no idea he was Jay's dad.
When Divnesh came to your place, was he on foot?
No, he drove. I saw him park up.
What was he driving?
A van with windows at the back.
What colour was it?
It was blue.
Amina? Can you take your mother indoors, please?
Why?
Just do what the officer says.
Divnesh Patel, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Japesh Patel. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Did you hire a blue Citroen recently, Mr. Patel?
It was Jabesh's idea. He wanted to take his mum out.
Is this you in that same vehicle late last night?
Yes.
The vehicle in question is currently being forensically examined. Will we find any evidence that proves you used it to transport your son's body last night?
You will.
Did you stab your son?
I loved him so much.
Did you kill him?
Yes. I killed him.
We understand you made an appointment with Ella Baker, your son's girlfriend.
I didn't lay a finger on her. I just wanted to see her for myself.
How did you know what she did for a living?
I've always been a faithful husband. I knew Japesh had a girlfriend. I saw them together getting on a bus. I was looking online. Fantasy, an escape. And there she was.
What did you do after you left Ella's place last night?
Jay was outside. He saw me getting into the car outside his girlfriend's place. And wanted to know what I was doing there. I told him we'd talk about it at home. Like civilized adults.
What happened when you got home?
I tried to tell him what sort of girl Ella was. A prostitute. It all got twisted, out of control. He accused me of seeing whores behind his mother's back. But I didn't. I swear it. All I did was look online.
How did you come to stab Japesh?
The knife was just there. On the kitchen side, I grabbed it. Japesh came at me and that was it.
Traces of blood, possibly Japesh's, have been found on the seal of the fridge door.
At last, we're getting somewhere.
Is my dad okay?
He'll be fine. Amina, we have to ask you what happened last night. Did you witness an argument in the kitchen?
Dad pulled Jay's girlfriend up. Whore. And Jay went crazy. Shouting. Throwing stuff.
Who had the knife?
Jay did.
How come?
They found it in my room. Took it. He was threatening Dad with the blade. He must have slipped or something. It was an accident. Dad loved Jay more than anyone.
What's up?
Something doesn't feel right. I need a word.
What?
Rosa Dunbar has admitted to the assault on you.
Whatever.
I thought you'd be pleased.
I don't need the cops around here all the time.
Rosa can't hurt you anymore if she's in prison.
Just because Rosa's gone, don't mean things will change. You have no idea.
Who is going to take Rosa's place?
Like I'm gonna grass to you.
It's Amina, isn't it? Is she the one who told Rosa to slash you because you pushed her mum?
I shouldn't have done that. I wish I hadn't. I always liked Vanita.
You told me earlier that it was Rosa who stabbed Jay. Why did you do that?
Because Amina told me to.
Amina, is there anything more you'd like to tell us about your brother's murder?
No.
We found Japesh's wallet and phone in your room. How do you account for that?
We also found some clothes hidden down the back of the wardrobe. They're yours.
Sure. What's your point?
When a person is stabbed, the withdrawal of the blade sprays blood over the person that did it. A distinctive pattern of tiny droplets can still be detected, even if the clothes have been washed. Jay's injuries weren't caused by him falling onto a knife.
Who stabbed your brother, Amina?
You told us that your dad loved Jay more than anyone.
Yep.
Must have been tough, living in Jay's shadow.
The success Jay got is because Mum coached him, or Dad paid for his extra lessons. It's up to Jay. He did nothing but mess around with girls.
So, just when your dad was stressed out, caring for your mum, there was Jay throwing everything he'd been given back in your dad's face.
No, worse. It's way worse.
What could be more selfish than that?
Jay He was gonna tell Mum that Dad was screwing around. Total lie. You've seen my dad. No way.
Did that make you feel angry?
I stuck the knife in Jay, shut him up for good.
Amin has been charged with murder and Divnesh as an accessory.
Good instincts.
What about Mrs. Patel?
Well, I've been in touch with social services. She's going to have to go into care unless a relative can take her.
That's rough.
Billy, can you come into my office? You might want to bring a supporting colleague.
What do you mean by that?
I'll come with you, Billy.
The duty inspectors just told me that Rosa Dunbar is making a formal complaint about your actions at the precinct.
That's crazy.
She had a knife. She threatened me.
She alleges that you used disproportionate force during and after the moment she was disarmed.
Couldn't this be sorted without discipline?
Not under the circumstances. I'm sorry, Billy. I'll let you know when the formal complaint comes through. You'll need to sign some documents.
Sir?
I'll be with you in a minute.
Thank you.
Whatever's going on in your private life, there's no need to take it out on Billy.
I'm sorry.
I know about your marriage. I know that you've moved out.
That has nothing to do with this.
Really? And you have been on at me all day.
I was trying to keep our relationship professional. I knew this had happened.
What?
We crossed a line. I kissed you.
No, we both kissed. That's behind us.
Do you know what? I don't think it is. I've just had to tell a junior officer that a complaint's been made against her, and you are dragging up my private life. I can't do this.
What?
This. Me and you, our so-called professional relationship. I'm sorry, but I think it's over. That'll be all, Sergeant.
Police, please. There's something by the river. I think it's a body.
What's the boss doing here?
Could be his wife. Same general description. Stop! Wait. Hold up. Why don't you stay here, eh?
Stab wound?
Kitchen knife, maybe. Someone else's tragedy.
First impressions?
Perfect dump site. Close enough to park up. Not too overlooked.
She was found really easily. I think this was done in a rush.
She was wrapped up in this sheeting, weighted down with these from a garden, probably. The rope wasn't tied well, so it's come loose.
What does this tell you? Billy?
Probable cause of death, a stab wound to the upper chest, but no hole in the clothing, so she was dressed post-mortem.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the engraving on the necklace, that could help us track down who ordered it. Maybe we could find out the victim's ID that way?
It'll take a while to search all the jewelers.
No, there's no need. It's a Monica Verisi. Tell by the trademark, adjustable chain, and the initials on the clasp.
Trademark adjustable chain, eh?
I've got a thing for expensive jewelry I can't afford.
Lack of decomp would suggest the body wasn't in the water long.
A local resident thought he saw a white 4x4 parked up by the river around 1:30 a.m. That would tie in with when we think the body was dumped.
Helps narrow down the CCTV searches. Where are we with the victim ID?
Oh, the necklace she was wearing was ordered by a Patrick Morell 5 years ago, and it was delivered to a solicitor's firm in the city. We're fairly sure it's the victim's father, Billy.
Patrick Morell died just over 3 years ago, but I spoke to an old work colleague, and Mr. Morell had a daughter. Her name was Virginia, but she went by Ginny.
The necklace designs the letter G.
Checks on open source show 2 Virginia Morells living in London. One's 87. The other shares a flat with a Tara Watson. She runs a dating agency.
Can you think of anyone she might have been meeting after work yesterday?
The thing is, Ginny didn't really have anyone in her life. She moved back from Manchester last year. She left her husband.
So she wasn't seeing anyone new.
Maybe there was someone.
I'm Harry. I'm precisely 30-something years old, 6 foot tall, and I work in the city. Please don't respond if you're not looking for someone who has impeccable manners, who loves to laugh out loud. I attended Julian College. I have mingled with royalty, but now I'm looking to find my princess. So, RS VP.
Miss Watson said Ginny needed cheering up after her marriage went south.
Is he ready?
She wanted to fix her up with a nice chap.
And how many dates had you been on with Charleston?
3 or 4. But Ginny stopped it because she wasn't ready, according to Watson.
Yeah, okay, mate. Cheers, bro. Thanks. The call log on Ginny's phone shows an incoming call from the home number at Shelston's address yesterday, just after 2 p.m.
Sounds like Ginny might have changed her mind.
What's so special about Julian College anyway?
Boarding school near Dartmoor. Behind the Royals go there.
Oh. White 4x4. Matches the car at the dump site.
Rob. Do those rocks look like the ones that were used to weigh down the victim?
There's a body down here.
Yeah, ambulance required. Yeah, it's 2 Cromfeld Place. That's SW7 9PC. Yeah. Just gaining access to the property.
It's Harry Shelston. He's dead. The car belongs to an Alex Barker. He also owns the house.
Well, I thought the Shelston guy was loaded. What's he doing living in someone else's house and driving their car?
So Ginny died in the bedroom. Some kind of sex game gone wrong. He stuck her in the river, then came back here and blew his brains out.
Yeah, there's something strange about this room. It's like it's been stripped of everything personal.
Maybe that added to the fantasy.
Keys for the 4x4 parked outside. Now, if he used that to move Ginny's body, there'll be some forensics. No idea on the girl with your wife's bag yet, then?
Well, the angle doesn't help.
Miss are checking other CCTV. With luck, they'll get a better one. We'll find out who she is. Briefing in 5 minutes.
She seems a bit off. Might be time for a chat. As our line manager. It's just a thought.
Amber, it's me. I'm really sorry about the way we left things. I do like you, I just... Listen, call me back, it's important.
Everything all right?
Yeah, just thinking about the case.
Okay, if there is anything in your private life that's affecting your work.
No. It's just a problem with a friend I'm trying to help. Shouldn't keep the boss waiting.
Matches of Virginia Morell's blood were found at the crime scene and in the 4x4, proving it was used to transport the body. Now, this is backed up with roadside CCTV, which caught the car on its way to the dump site at 1:13 a.m. It looks like we've got a murder-suicide. Harry Shelston killed Virginia Morell, dumped her body, came home, and then topped himself. Oh, and by the way, Vivian doesn't believe a word of this.
Okay, well, why would he bother trying to get rid of the body if he knew he was going to kill himself? I think we're looking for someone else. A Chris report shows 2 past call-outs for domestic violence against Ginny's husband, Sean Montgomery, in Manchester. He was cautioned for one and arrested for a second one, but the charges were dismissed for lack of evidence.
Doesn't he still live up there?
No. He moved here 2 months ago.
What, so he could murder Ginny and frame her new boyfriend for it?
Maybe.
Meanwhile, I've got Alex Barker on his way in for interview.
Hopefully he can share his thoughts on evidence that we actually have. Billy, do you want to interview the bloke that let Harry stay at his house and use his car, or do you want to explore the land of make-believe with Vivian?
Socko found a receipt in Harry's pocket for a wine bar in Chelsea from last night. Thought I might look into CCTV, see if I might find Ginny on there. If that's okay.
Yeah, good call.
Sean Montgomery. I'm Detective Inspector David Bradford. This is Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can get one of the girls to fetch you a coffee or tea if you like.
No, thank you, Mr. Montgomery. We're here about your wife, Virginia. Ginny.
You do know she left me, right? We're separated.
We were aware of that.
When was the last time you saw her?
I haven't seen her since she left about 8 months ago.
So you haven't made contact with her since she came back to London?
Too busy working.
Can you tell us where you were last night?
It was my night off. I had some dinner, watched TV, flaked out. What is this?
Ginny was found dead this morning. Someone stabbed her. So you understand why we need to ask you these questions.
Okay, give me a moment to process. Okay.
Was anyone with you last night?
No. What, you're looking at me?
We have a record of call-outs to the property that you shared with Ginny after allegations of domestic abuse. Our investigation needs to take that into account.
All those charges were dropped.
Hence the word allegations.
So all you have to do is answer our questions. What's your side of it?
Stuff gets said in marriage. Right? You're trapped, all the fun has stopped. You do stupid things.
Like threatening your wife with a knife? And there's this. We have a list of calls made to Ginny's phone up to and on the day that she died. Several hang-ups from this place. You still want to deny you made contact with Ginny?
Look. I thought since we were in the same town, we should meet up. But every time she answered, I lost my nerve. That's it. Listen to me. I did not kill my wife. Thank you. This is a shock. I've known Harry since school. He's a good guy. We did a property deal together.
So you're in property too?
A little, not a career.
You did better than Harry, though, obviously. He lived at your house, borrowed your car.
Harry made some bad choices.
Just with money?
You have to understand, Harry never worked for anything in his life. He drifted, got by in charm.
So, Harry's bad choices. Drugs?
Harry's father had stopped his allowance because of the cocaine. He was struggling. That's why I let him stay, use the car.
It's very generous of you.
The house was empty. Let someone be in it. Stop the place from being broken into.
You weren't worried he'd sell all the furniture?
Harry was promising to get help. He was looking to clear his debts, sort his life out. That's why this is such a tragedy.
Do you have a phone and a laptop?
Yes, both.
We didn't find them in the house.
Maybe he sold them. I occasionally gave him money. The last time I saw him, which was Tuesday of last week, he was depressed. about losing his job.
What job? Oh, cheers, mate. So, Harry was in deep debt, according to his bank. Also, he wasn't a client at Superior Singles. He was an employee. Well, at least he was until Tara Watson fired him 2 weeks ago. How'd you get on with the ex?
Oh, he's been down here in the same town as Ginny and claims he hasn't had the nerve to speak to her. As if.
Tara Watson's here.
We provide a handsome, charming man to escort our client to a party, so she doesn't have to turn up solo.
And no strings sex included. You can see why your service might be misunderstood.
No. Not at all. If both parties are amenable, then that's strictly between themselves. Our service is only concerned with the event.
And it was using this service that Ginny met Harry.
She was only looking for a confidence boost. Then Harry left the agency, and that was that.
Yeah, but he didn't leave. Didn't you fire him?
It's just time for him to move on.
Miss Watson, Ginny was murdered.
I know that. One of our clients, best clients, left the agency after a date with him. She was too discreet to say what had happened. It's honestly bad.
What's her name?
Karina Richardson.
How did you leave the agency?
Just wasn't for me anymore.
Tara Watson thought it was to do with Harry Shelston.
But I never said that.
So, you've got nothing to tell us about Harry Shelston?
Like what?
Like any threatening behavior? Odd sexual requests?
No. No, Harry wasn't like that.
We found some handcuffs in Harry's bedroom. Was that something he used with you?
No. Why were you at Harry's house?
He was found dead this morning. Possibly suicide. But we're investigating his involvement in the death of another woman he met through the agency.
Harry, that's not possible.
What makes you say that?
Oh, Harry was sweet. Lost, actually. I can't help you at all. No, I have to go. I have to be somewhere.
I watched right till the end, all uneventful, and then I saw this. That's Ginny leaving with Harry Shelston. And that's her ex, Sean.
Stalking her?
That was the pathologist. She found marks around Shelston's neck indicating a chokehold to render someone unconscious. Harry Shelston didn't shoot himself.
The suicide was staged. So what happened after that, Sean? Did you follow them back?
I was going to follow them. They were waiting for a cab. I went to my car, but some idiot blocked me in. Some guy using the cash point. Check out the camera on the machine. I had words with him. And while you're there, check out the guy on the moped. Followed them down the road.
Say that again.
Some guy, dodgy, had a tattoo on his neck and a bike helmet. I saw him watching them. And when they pulled off in the cab, he rode after them.
And you're only telling us this now?
I didn't want to look like a stalker, right? She was still mine. Do you get that? She was still my wife.
This guy matches the description that Sean gave us.
So we're ruling out the ex-husband?
Yeah, the Cashpoint CCTV showed Sean kicking off at the guy who boxed him in for a good 10 minutes. So it's looking unlikely that he followed Jenny to Shelson's house.
Which leaves us with this moped guy. Why was he tailing him?
We've had a hit on Crimmins. The tattoo was a winner.
Lee Matthews, 27. Arrest for drug possession, 1 count for burglary.
Get the current address. Get him in.
His mum says she hasn't seen him since this morning.
Sit and wait then. You take the front, I'll cover down here.
I'm guessing that's not your friend with the problem. It's his friend in the job. Or Sibby.
The job. She worried she might have broken the rules.
How?
She got friendly with someone connected with the case.
Sexual friendly?
Nah. We've just been hanging out. Only now she's thinking it might come out and she's wondering if she should come clean to her boss about it.
No, she should cut this friend loose before anyone finds out about it. Protect herself and her career.
She's tried, it's complicated.
Yeah, well, she should try again to uncomplicate it. Here he is. Lee Matthews, Oh, suspect on the run! Crossing onto the railway line! Okay, he's heading towards you!
Get off me! Lee Matthews, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court.
I ain't done nothing.
Oh, is that right?
Maybe give it
I haven't done anything.
Understand?
Okay, then let's see, shall we?
More than that for a mate.
Good for you. You've got phones, laptop, a purse, and a watch belonging to 2 murdered people. CCTV picks you up at the wine bar where they met for a drink. A witness saw you following them on your moped shortly before the murders.
I saw the posh bloke and the lady coming out of the wine bar.
Or you just happened to see them?
I wait around outside. Try and find a couple who look like they got a few quid. I clock them because of his watch. Follow him home, wait for the light to go on upstairs, so then when they're at it, I'll run in, take their stuff, and then leave. Houses like that, you need people to be in.
Not because the alarm's not activated.
I usually wait around for a bit, you know, really let them get going. But 10 minutes later, he was back down. And then he comes out through the front door carrying her, like she was unconscious or out of it or whatever.
You didn't think that seemed strange?
Well, it's not like he'd rolled her up in a carpet and put her in the boot of the car. She was dressed. I just thought she'd taken something. For all I knew, he was taking her to the hospital. That's when I noticed he'd left the front door open. So I went in and I helped myself.
Did you go upstairs?
No. I found enough downstairs. And I didn't know when he'd be back, so I ran off. And that's it. Put your face away. You asked me what happened, I'm telling you.
The little git's lying through his teeth.
I've been through Harry's laptop. Come on.
UK real porn. It hosts videos of couples covertly filmed having sex for the peeping Tom market.
So Chelsea likes watching this stuff, and?
You know, you said the bedroom felt impersonal, and there were a couple of smoke detectors. I'm pretty sure there were hidden cameras in them.
That's Karina Richardson.
Let's have another word with her.
I've got Harry Shelston's call log on the days leading up to and the day of the murders. Now, Harry made a call to an unlisted disposable phone last night, half an hour before Ginny's body was dumped.
So are you suggesting that there could be a third person involved, Rob?
Yeah, okay. You've been right so far. I'll stop now.
What have you found out about Alex Barker?
Barker told us that he'd met Harry at boarding school, so Billy checked the school records.
No record of an Alex Barker at Julian College at the same time as Harry, but I did find an Alexei Bakuri. Alexei Bakuri was found guilty 5 years ago of a minor drugs possession charge.
Yeah, and of more significance, he is the nephew of Artem Bakuri, Russian mafia with ties to drugs, pornography, etc. And he was arrested but not charged with the murder of an associate 5 years ago. The body was found in the Thames.
Let's get Bakuri in.
Alex Barker, also known as Alexei Bakuri. I'm Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole, and you've already met my colleague, Rob Brady.
We're arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Harry Shelston. We've also got a warrant to search your flat. I'm going to caution you inside. Let's go.
I changed my name to avoid victimization, like this, due to a Russian surname.
You mean having the same surname as a convicted mob murderer?
I think my uncle was targeted because of certain cultural stereotypes. But I'm sure we'll agree to differ on that.
Let's talk about your uncle's business, about his links to porn sites, in particular one called UK Real Porn. Did you know that Harry Shelston, your friend, was supplying content to that site?
I did not.
What, so videos were being made at your house and ending up on sites that your uncle had interest in? It's a bit of a coincidence.
I don't know about any of this.
We suspect Harry Shelston called you last night to help him move the body of a woman who'd just been stabbed.
You can check my phone records.
Oh no, this call was made to a disposable, untraceable phone, which we believe belongs to you. Have you ever owned a gun, Mr. Bakuri?
I'm Russian. My uncle was unfairly accused. I must be some kind of gangster. I'm a property developer, and I've never owned a gun.
Anything from the search on Bakuri's house?
Phone and computer's clean. No sign of the memory stick from the camera. We're examining clothes for any gunshot residue, but the wardrobe's pretty extensive, so it's gonna take some time.
Okay, so we've got nothing.
Karina Richardson's on her way in for interview.
Sorry, do you mind if I just take this?
No.
Thanks. Why haven't you called me back? I need to see you. Tonight?
I hear David turned up at the crime scene this morning. How's he been since?
Okay. On the surface.
Karina, These videos weren't made for personal use. Harry was supplying them to a porn website for cash.
I don't believe that. I don't believe Harry would do that.
Let's stop protecting Harry. Tell us what happened on your last date.
Take your time.
We were robbed. Man wearing a mask, carrying a knife. Got into the house while we were upstairs.
Then what happened?
He made me hand over my handbag and my jewelry. Harry had to hand over his wallet and his watch. And then... he gave me a set of handcuffs. He got me to cuff Harry to the bed. I was so scared. But we had to close our eyes and count to 100, and he was gone, and he left the keys to the handcuffs on the floor.
The man with the knife wore a mask. Is there anything else you remember?
The mask was itching him. He kept scratching his neck, and there was a tattoo there.
We found your number in the contacts list on Harry Shelston's phone.
I used to serve Harry a bit of coke. That's how we know each other. Anyway, he started getting it from this other geezer. And when he kept coming up short, this other geezer found another way to make him pay.
Making sex tapes.
Yeah. He knew Harry had a constant supply of women. But after a while, Harry taping him having sex with him, it weren't enough. He wanted something spicier.
Like what?
Like them getting robbed. The robber getting them to do stuff.
What happened last night?
Harry came downstairs to make sure I got in. He said there was jewelry and cash, that she had a necklace, but I was to let her keep it.
Go on.
He went back upstairs. They got down to it. I burst in, balaclava on, waving a knife around. Grab up all the jewelry, put it in my bag. And Harry offers up his watch so that she gets to keep her necklace. And then I tell her to cuff him to the bed.
And you're still holding a knife?
Yeah. And she took the cuffs.
Ginny?
Yeah. Instead of hooking him up to the bed, she starts swinging them at me. And she keeps coming. She tripped. I end up on the deck with her on top of me. I pushed her off.
Your knife punctured her heart. So what did Harry do?
He started freaking out. So he's hammering the coke, and then he says he's going to call someone who's going to help.
Who?
The guy who got him into the porn. So he goes in the other room and he makes the call. I can't hear what they're saying. And then when he comes back in, he tells me he's got help to move the body and that I ought to get out of there. I grabbed up the bag and I left.
How did he get to help with the body?
I told you. I don't know.
You're lying. Do you know how I know you're lying? This is Harry's call log. He made calls to this number, a disposable phone, including several last night. And this is your log. You made a call to the same disposable phone at 8:03 this morning. This phone had since been disconnected. Who did you call?
We're looking at two murders. Ginny and Harry's.
Alex something. I never saw him. He's the guy who owned the place. He's also the guy Harry called and the guy Harry owed. And I'm pretty sure he's the guy who helped get rid of the body.
The camera was still running after Ginny died, wasn't it? And it was still running when Alex, Bakuri, and Harry came back from dumping the body.
Don't know what you mean.
We reckon you got keys to Harry's place. We also reckon you went back to remove that recording. That's why you called Alex this morning. Money in exchange for that recording.
Of Alex shooting Harry.
Our thinking is Alex shot Harry in the head because he didn't trust him to keep his mouth shut.
Do you really think he's going to let you live?
Where can we find that recording?
She couldn't take being threatened again. Another man with a knife, just like her husband. That's why she's dead. Roll it on.
Doesn't prove I killed him.
The gunshot residue we found on your jacket will, though.
So just got to get those videos taken down and the website prosecuted. But how likely is that?
We got justice for Ginny. Two bad guys off the street. You sure you don't want to come for a drink?
Nah, I just want to get home. Evening, Sarge. See you tomorrow. Thanks for today.
Yeah, see ya.
Did you talk to her?
Yep. All sorted.
I'm gonna go and see if the boss fancies a drink. Think you might need one.
Yeah, this is Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole. I've got the flyer for the possible witness in the misfire. Yeah, I've been told you were looking into getting a more identifiable image. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cheers. Thanks.
You all right? Nice place. Tidier than I expected.
We need to talk. The boss's wife is missing, and that's you with her bag.
Yeah, I found it in a park, dumped on top of a bin. God, I should have handed it in.
You're gonna need to tell the team when you found it and where, or I will.
Sure, I'll tell them, obviously. That's what you think. Maybe I'll also tell them about you and me.
is no you and me, right? Look, if the situation really...
Yeah, I get it. Get it.
I'm sorry.
I understand. I do, because it's your job, and I just like that we were mates.
I did too.
Well, how about one last drink then?
This is Amber Saunders with your wife's bag.
Who's Amber Saunders?
She's the witness that found Tom Price's body hanging from the tree. She didn't say that she knew him.
Why does she have Sarah's bag? Does she know her too?
Well, I hope not.
Why?
You know, I've always thought there were two people involved in that murder. I think Amber's one of them.
I'm sorry, Amber. I'm tired. I've got work tomorrow.
I love this song.
Amber, dance. I'm tired.
Come on, dance with me. One dance.
Amber, come on. I just wanna... Amber, come on. No.
Fine. I'll go.
With her plan finally in place, will Mel take revenge on Jack? EastEnders, earlier than usual tonight because of the football. Don't miss it at 7 o'clock. But next on BBC One, stunning views on today's escape to the country.
Protect the faithful. to know, King. Protect the faithful. Righteous retribution.
Balancing all things.
How many Jarvans must I kill?
I carry the legacy of the Bassani.
They flee notice on the road we built. For Demacia.